Well, hello and good morning. As always, it's a pleasure for us to be here with you.
You can't imagine how much we appreciate you tuning in every single morning to be a part of Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah, so it's a fresh weekend. Still plenty of time for you to go out there and chase your dreams. My name is Yomi Ope.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. Now, hey, we're streaming live tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook Live at TVC Connect. Those comments, we love them. Join our e-community on social media. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
Yeah, we're going to be serving you breakfast this morning, and Mary is going to be
What?
frying eggs.
You always make it sound like I'm going to be doing the cooking. I'm just a sous chef, perpetual sous chef. Well, at least I've been a chef once.
The one you've been learning for the past 2 years, almost 2 years.
Yummy, I know how to make.
When are you going to make one thing for us?
Do you want me to cook for you? One of these days, I'll just cook for you. Let's cook pound yam and make vegetable soup.
Mary, look who's talking. Yomi, you too. How
Yomi is a
meals have you learned?
I've been in the kitchen all of like 3 times.
Yeah, in like the whole 500
so
episodes.
you guys...
Like yesterday, me and Yomi were discovering the tastiness of cucumber and ketchup. Oh boy.
Chef Tina was epic yesterday.
Oh yeah, Chef Tina was amazing. Anyway, you can download our app on the Android store, the Google Play Store.
Yeah, of course.
Or the Apple iStore as well. Now, you can use that app from anywhere in the world to watch us live, I tell you.
It's very important, really. You need that app on your phone. Now, we have a lot coming up. Our lineup is rich today.
The gospel singer, Adekunle Emmanuel, is going to be our first act this morning.
Yes, then for news, for news on celebrities, both home and abroad, Mike will be coming up later with entertainment news.
Also to come is a package detailing tips on choosing the right wedding bands for your partner.
That's a sweet one.
Taking finance and personality into consideration. Money.
Look at the rings, oh my gosh. Woohoo! Okay, so now if you like that, now you probably like this as well. You probably have a pair of sneakers that you think are gone past their due dates. They've expired. Think again before throwing them out. We have iBot joining us for a DIY on revamping old sneakers.
Wow.
In many different ways.
Especially with paints. I'm curious to see this. Anyway, in these times, it has become even more important to raise kids with a healthy self-image with all this social media and all these things going on. Anyway, Yetty Williams of Lagos Moms is back, and she will be giving us, all us parents, tips on how to achieve self-esteem for kids.
Very important. Then we have another musical performance coming your way. Rising Star from YBNL. Fireboy DML will be in the building. Now,
our guest this morning is the second runner-up and winner, Miss Charming, at the 2018 Miss Aviation Nigeria. Her name is Precious Amici.
I love that dress. Oh my gosh, did you see that dress?
You know that the Sun newspaper, like on the second page, they usually.
Oh, that's true.
You did it.
The Sun Girl.
Sun Girl.
So you know, and they're usually from the East. I don't know why.
They still do it. They still do
I don't know why Yoruba girls don't, send in their pictures. Once in a while. Wait, no. Once in a while you say Yoruba. You will never see Hausa girl.
Okay.
And then you would see. Where are you from? Umuahia. I don't know, how old are you? 22. Likes. Honesty. Dislikes.
So they're always very
yeah.
likes.
Oh my God, no.
Dislikes. Lie.
Oh wow.
Likes being real. Dislikes being fake. They're not like, I'm cool and calm to be with.
Wow.
There's a running joke in my former place of work where song girl, so when we do this very review, song girl was always, I see song girl will always, okay, who's the song girl today? Look forward. Who's the song girl today? Who's the song girl today? That's
it's very strange. Like they will put their phone number there.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's that. It's the UK, from the Sun UK, the tablet way. That's how they do it. So they have those models they put up there. And
with your phone number.
With your phone number, yeah.
It's for the agents to contact you.
So you just contact
agents.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agents
modeling
of change,
agents.
of positive change.
No,
what are you talking about?
I thought we were talking about modeling agents.
Yes, now modeling agents. Whoa, that's what I'm asking what she's talking about.
Model, those work.
Say agents of positive change.
Yeah.
Only God
To
knows
bring
who will
positive
change
change
their
into their
life.
life.
Females and models, this morning I was in a very bad way because of the match yesterday. I was upset on so many counts.
We're going to talk about that. Yeah.
As in on so many counts.
Upset. Calm down. Don't be upset. Don't be upset. In fact, maybe the second post.
We're going to talk about this
We'll
thing.
talk about it. Probably the second post. We'll just analyze that.
Upsetting.
It's not.
It is all.
This conversation, there's not enough time for it right now. We have to take the news update.
All right. Now, there is unease in Taraba State after attacks and counterattacks have made some places unsafe. And in response, the government has imposed a curfew that will run from 4 in the evening to 6 in the morning. The first attack was on Tundiri village, which was raided by hundreds of bandits who razed homes. Correspondent Olabi Adenusi has more.
Barely 2 weeks after nearly 60 people were killed by bandits, it is another day of mourning for the people of Adokona local government area of Taraba State. The predominantly farming community has had running battles with bandits and cattle headers, and after last month's attack, the police stepped up peace efforts. But Monday's attack on Tuduri village is a sign that the peace effort hasn't been successful. The bandits razed their homes and killed 1 person. Many villages are now displaced persons camp and accuse the military of taking away their children and husbands after a previous attack.
We came to the camp here where we are staying. This afternoon the soldiers and the civil defense just came and packed our youth that Darius gave them permission to come and enter houses and pack the youth. That's what happened. What we are protesting is that the soldiers came into this area. When they came into this area, they packed our youth, our husband, underage children, even the refugee that they came from this village around this place. They came. They don't know their parents. They came and they packed them. They beat them just for nothing's sake. All the people that they packed, they're innocent children. They didn't do anything.
The State Police Command on its part says it has doused the tension after blockades imposed by the irate Kona youth who lit bonfires on roads.
In ensuring that maximum security is provided for all and sundry. As for those that took advantage of the incident by attacking, smashing individual vehicles and looting individual shops, the command will do everything possible to arrest and prosecute whoever is involved in that act. So far, we have arrested 2 suspects in connection with the crime and are being currently investigated by the Department of Criminal Investigation.
Residents of attacked communities have deserted their ancestral home, and the state government wants all residents to cooperate with security agencies in order to maintain peace.
Wow. Now, the Supreme Court has fixed the 5th of July as Judgment Day for the appeal over the governorship election in Osun State. The panel, made up of 7 justices, is led by the acting Chief Judge of Nigeria, Tanko Muhammad. Yesterday, the panel took submissions from Governor of Osun State, the governing APC, and INEC, asking the apex courts to dismiss the appeal filed by the PDP and its candidate. The appeal emanated from the judgment of the Court of Appeal, which upheld the election of Governor Gbenga Oyetola after setting aside the judgment from the Election Petition Tribunal. Now over to Egypt now, on the foreign scene, where Egypt's former president, Mohamed Morsi, has died at the age of 67 after fainting in court following a hearing. The top figure in the Muslim Brotherhood was ousted by the army in 2013 following mass protests, a year after he took office as the country's first democratically elected leader. He was serving a 20-year prison sentence for a conviction arising from the killing of protesters during demonstrations in 2012 and a life sentence for espionage in a case related to the Gulf state of Qatar. Now over to the U.S., where the military is sending an additional 1,000 troops to the Middle East as tensions build with Iran. Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan said the deployment was in response to what he described as hostile behavior by Iranian forces. The U.S. Navy also shared new images, it says, links Iran to recent oil tanker attacks in the Gulf of Oman. Iran announced on Monday it will no longer comply with part of the 2015 deal on curbing its nuclear ambitions. It said it would breach a limit agreed with international powers on its enriched uranium stockpiles by June 27. Well, that's it on the news update for this hour. The weather update is next, and then sports with Mike. Mike, we're looking at a number of stories.
Yes.
Many of them are pretty sad this Tuesday morning, yes.
Now, if we start with the Punch newspaper, we have this headline. It says, Governor's failure to replace retired teachers threatens public school education. Since 2009 till date, more than 7,000 teachers have retired in Ogun State without replacements. Now, that's according to the Ogun NUT chair. It also says here, Buhari mourns as suicide bombers killed 30 at Konduga Viewing Center. Page 10 has more information on that. Egypt ex-president Morsi dies during court session. Lagos APC faults Bode George over comments on Tinubu. Akeredolu fires 3 commissioners. Woman flees after burning stepson's face with a hot iron. And it says ICPC begins probe of 15 billion naira constituency projects in 12 states. That's what we have on the cover of the Punch.
All right, let's check out The Guardian this morning. Listen to Obasanjo. Others, Fulani leaders urge Buhari. Caution president over crises across the nation. 30 confirmed killed, 42 injured in fresh Borno attack. Tension in Taraba as suspected herdsmen sack communities. NYC ponders safety of core members, and rightly so. Over here, we have Ondo youths barricade governor's office, demand Osopadek autonomy. And on page 7, suspected militants kill soldier, 2 NSCDC operatives in Rivers. And on page 10, Ihedioha suspends council chairman, vice chairman, 604 councillors and appointees. And finally here we've got how insecurity induces high food prices and may hamper interest rate cut, alter CBN's T-bills pricing. That's what we have on the cover of The Guardian.
We have the Nigerian Tribune coming up next. It says, we only experimented with server. We didn't use it for 2019 poll, INEC insists. Promises automatic employment for 75 ad hoc NYSC members. It also says here, Buhari mourns as 30 die, 42 injured in Borno suicide attack. Soldier, 2 civil defense staff killed in Rivers. Stolen 3-day-old baby found, handed over to mother in Plateau. Thank God for that. It also says here, Dangote Cement to attract $700 million forex pays dividends of 16 naira per 50 kobo share. On Osun Guba, Supreme Court delivers judgment July 5th. And finally, no court ordered stopped probe into Kano Emirate funds, says anti-graft agency. That's what we have on the cover of the Nigerian Tribune.
All right, let's take a look at the Vanguard. Oshodi-Apapa Expressway. No concrete plans to restore lasting sanity. That's a special investigation that you'll find on page 10 of the Vanguard today. And we have some other stories here. Kingibe, why I abandoned June 12 for Abacha's junta. That story will be on page 5 when you look at it. And opposition members will be committee heads, says Bajabiamila. And there's some other stories here. Crisis hits Kogi APC as 20 governorship aspirants move against Yahaya Bello. And Nigeria's in distress, says Anglican community. And grass cutting scandal. Court rejects EFCC's documents against Babachir Lawal. Now up here we have 33 killed, dozens injured, houses burnt in triple suicide bombing, violence in Borno and Taraba. And finally over here we have Nigeria attracts $10.6 billion FDI, says the CBN. That's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard.
We also have the Daily Sun here. It says, God will judge suicide bombers, says Buhari. 31 killed in Borno attack. Pages 4 and 11 have more on that. Gridlock. Lagos shuts Mile 2 Tinkan Road for repairs. It also says here, NAS leadership. G70 reps allege vote buying. Ndume goes to court. Osun Guba. Supreme Court decides Oyetola Adeleke's fate July 5th. And it also says here, APC lawmakers kick over delay in inauguration of Bauchi Edo assemblies. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Sun.
I think that's about all that we can take on the newspaper headlines for this hour. Of course, we have a traffic report after this.
Hello, welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, but it's about time for us to take the traffic update. Now, the situation on the roads is always here and there, but, well, we hope that you will be part of the segment as well. Send us a message online. Tell us what the situation is wherever you are. Be our own traffic updaters over there. Please use Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Use our hashtag Wake Up Nigeria. Let's know what's happening on the road. You might even decide to take a traffic selfie. Tell us, show us what it looks like. But for now, let's give you the updates we can find online. Now, it's noted that it'll take you about 45 to 46 minutes for you to get from Ojota in all the way to Marina today. Now, this route I'm talking about is not the usual route, the most plain, straightforward route. If you take all the side streets, go inside Lagos, yes, you'll be able to get there in 46 minutes. But if you decide to take Western Avenue, take Ikorodu Road, you're going to be on the road for about an hour, people. There are some hot spots that you need to look out for. You look out for the Ikmori area, the Alaka area. Of course, the bridge itself, that's Echo Bridge, is a bit bumper to fender right now. You're going to be a little delayed over there as some of the trucks might still be causing a blockage around that area. But after that, it should be plain sailing all the way to Marina. And then, of course, the Marina Road slows you down until you get to the Marina bus stop. But I know that the team is on standby with updates from what's happening online. Who has a tweet or two to share?
Yeah, we've got a few tweets here. I'm seeing something from Follow Lasma. That's at Follow Lasma this morning. At Follow Lasma has a report 7 minutes ago. 2 broken down trucks at Kola Inward at Jegunle. Now the area is blocked. Wow. That's Lasma actually telling you that an area is completely blocked. So 2 broken down trucks at Kola Inward at Jegunle. The area is blocked. Motorists are advised to use alternative routes from Ijayi bus stop and connect Jankara Road to link inner parts of Kola then come out at Kola bus stop, leaving behind the impediment. The road is free after the breakdown. So I hope you got that update. So there are 2 broken down trucks at Ajegunle. That's inward at Kola, inward Ajegunle, and the area is blocked. So you have to go into the inner streets and come out at the bus stop. After that, it's free. So that's my report here. I don't know if you guys have any
okay, so updates. I have here under bridge trade fair along Badagry Ekpe. Badagry Expressway is a mess right now, and tankers, trucks are driving recklessly. And besides that, the Lekki Ekpe is blocked around Alatushe area on the expressway. People coming from Ekpe can't cross over easily. And then I have one more here, which says Iyano Ikpaja to Oshodi. There's a lot of traffic heading there. Just leave home now if you want to get to your destination in the next hour and a half. Okay. So I guess that's about it.
All right. Okay. Mike, before you give your update, I just wanted to, you know, give some, well, empathize with people coming from Ajah. Ajah Road right now, I don't know what you're about to do, but hey, well, the Ajah bus stop itself is free if you're coming all the way to Victoria Island and Marina area of Lagos. Just know that you have about an hour, 45-minute journey ahead of you. The major tension areas are around Chevron Junction, which is just after the second toll gate. That's the toll gate by Chevron roundabout there. It's going to be bumper to fender all the way past Tickle Bay, all the way past the O&O Cornell roundabout. It's going to all the way down to the first roundabout and so on until you get to the first Lekki toll gate. So basically from toll gate to toll gate, you have bumper to fender traffic as of right now. So expect a 1-hour journey to the second toll gate. And then after that, you need to maneuver your way through Ozumba Mbadiwe, which is blocked from the Civic Center all the way up to Falomo area, Falomo Bridge area. Now, if you're going on to Marina, you have, you know, plain sailing, free road from around the Falomo area all the way past the American Embassy to Bonny Camp. So you should be fine. But just book like 1 hour, 45 minutes for your journey. Mike, you mentioned you had an update for us.
Okay, so from Giddy Traffic here, it was retweeted from that particular report that you're meeting about. Something here, there's a reply to a tweet that I just want to mention here. And so what is talking about the toll gates, actually the time Lagosians spend during peak hours having to pay 200 or 300 naira. So there's serious complaint that something has to be done. I mean, if it's not peak hours, okay, but when it's peak hours and you know that people are coming back from work and then there are long lines to pay that fee, they're crying out that something should
free them up a little bit.
Yeah, perhaps there's need for stickers and stuff,
Maybe.
Prepayment, so you just drive through, especially if you have paid, you just drive through immediately, no delay.
Something like that. Yeah.
Well, hopefully they'll find a solution to that traffic. But the truth is, more and more people are moving to that area of Lagos every day. It just feels like everybody is leaving the mainland and heading that way and causing a lot more tension on the roads. Those roads might not be able to handle that kind of pressure. But with that, we have to round up the traffic update today. I'll be heading to the kitchen to meet you guys soon. What are we talking about?
First is the Falcons.
No, we'll talk about the Falcons. We're doing a review. We're doing a review at the second sports segment. So but there's something quite interesting which you might, I don't know, Chioma has been trending since yesterday. Oh, you've seen it, right? You've seen it? Yeah. It's no longer trending.
It's no longer trending.
It's no longer trending. But yesterday, Chioma
Why was she trending?
Big deal. I want to get the exact, it was very, so, Chioma is a job seeker who went for an interview somewhere.
Okay.
And the HR or whatever of that, or the agents that was, you know, outsourced to, contacted her via WhatsApp.
Okay.
To call her to come in for an interview, or in fact, not for an interview, maybe to come on to a job offer.
Okay.
And she blocked the person. So I want to get the comment, the way the discussion went, because that's where it's interesting, right?
Is this a case of village people?
It's combined. It's combined. Okay, I have it here now. And let's see if we probably can get this across. But yeah, but let me see if we can get some both to see it and all that. But yeah, I have it across. And it's quite interesting how it goes here. Let's see. it was so this one was quite let's see. Yeah, this is it. So someone put up a post and says okay, so Choma applicants, that's how the number is even saved on the person's phone.
Choma applicants.
And he goes, hi. And Choma goes, hello, who's this? And he goes, my name is Benson. Am I in chat with Choma?
Okay.
Am I in chat with Choma? And Choma goes, excuse me. And she goes, I roll. Yeah.
Okay.
And who are you? Where did you get my number from?
Wow.
And the guy goes, I was asked to make contact with you through WhatsApp, ma.
Okay.
And Choma goes, who? I'm blocking you right now. And the guy goes, ma. And that's the last thing Choma meets and blocks him. And the guy goes, he still puts up, I'm sorry for disturbing, ma. I'm from the company. And
after she's blocked
yes,
him.
it says, I'm from the company. You came for an interview in our office and your application is successful. Kindly send this code to our company email used in applying as subject. Put the code as subject. The mail can be empty. Thank you, ma.
Okay,
and
so
she didn't get all of that.
on the one hand, I've always said it that when you're sending a message to someone, just hello, say it as it is and leave it. Now, Chioma, yes, she's an applicant, but Chioma might be a well sought after girl. And she's probably tired of unsolicited DMs. If you are somebody that joins thousands of groups on WhatsApp, you probably get loads of all those unsolicited messages. So that's me trying to like take Chioma's side. But playing the devil's advocate, sometimes it's always good to be patient. At least listen to what the person has to say. By the time you hear it and it's not making sense, then you don't just block people. Like that block thing.
So
see, sometimes for your sanity, right? I think it's both ways. I think it's both ways. He was a tad bit unprofessional.
Yes.
And then people are going about, why should you use WhatsApp? It's not a problem. WhatsApp is a means
of
communication.
No,
I don't see.
Anybody can communicate anyhow.
It's about the most used means of communication, even more than calls. So it's a call more. People use WhatsApp to strike deals, to close deals, millions with WhatsApp. So that's the communication channel was not a problem. But then he should have been maybe a tad bit professional. But, you see, this is the employer. Let's give him, Choma was too gingered.
so for me, there should be a standard structured message that is sent out to everyone.
Yeah.
And it should have the name of the company in it. It should have the name of the person, his designation, and who he represents. In the first 3 sentences, that's what I want to see. If you're sending a professional message out to me. My name is da-da-da-da. I'm calling on behalf of da-da-da-da. You have been asked to come here, blah, blah, blah. 3 sentences, flat. And then I'll connect. Which one is, am I in chat with Choma? As in, I'm already thinking it's a scam.
Okay, you know what happens.
Grammatically speaking.
No, I totally agree with you. I mean, so both ways, like Mike said, there's a problem on both sides. So, but usually, if I get an unsolicited message from a WhatsApp number, usually, you won't see everything. You won't even see the person's photograph because you haven't accepted
the person
to see the message. So usually, I'll just wait till the person tells me what they're about. Sometimes it could have something to do with Wake Up Nigeria. Hello, I just wrote a book. Or I'm an artist. I have a song. So usually I'll just wait. I'll allow the person finish.
Finish your message. We'll
Sometimes I won't even respond if the person says hello or whatever it is. I may not even respond, but the person will see that I'm reading their message, and then I'll just wait until you finish. So when I see that you finished, and we'll know the direction you are going. If you're looking for a sugar daddy, then I know that.
Then you know you don't. No.
Okay, so I'll know.
You went there.
It's the reality.
We have people like that. So.
Well, you see that blocking.
Do you get if your message then deserves a block, then I block. But if it doesn't, if it makes sense, then
Because if the person has said hi, you're such a pretty girl, Chioma, you already have an idea that this person is unserious.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
But he's saying it hi, you're in chat with so. Why did you make me laugh?
There's something you said, which I would say, considering the fact that she might not have known that it was the applicant sending in, but you said that, in the first 3 lines and all of that, look, she didn't give him a chance to even say anything.
Yeah.
She did not.
She didn't.
Oh, well.
Too quick.
Sorry, Choma. You lost out on that one.
No, she might still have a chance.
I beg you,
Please give
gone.
Choma another chance.
He's gone.
Imagine if they didn't get married. It's
Let
all
it
them.
go.
Exactly.
Let it go.
See, imagine if this is your husband. It's time for us to check out some of these videos that we have for you. We got them off of the internet. You definitely enjoy them.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when you plan to propose to that special someone? An engagement ring, right? Well, there are a number of things to consider when trying to get that perfect ring for your spouse to be.
The first thing you need to do is get the size. Now, second thing is, what does she like? Does she like big rocks? Does she like small stones? You know, is she like a very bubbly personality? You also have to consider, what is she, a traditional girl? She likes the white stones, or does she want something, you know, she wants to be unique, something a little different. When she looks down at her ring, she's happy.
Exchange of wedding rings is a time-honored tradition that dates back centuries. The symbolism and custom of wearing a wedding ring has been engraved in many cultures around the world. Wedding ring history. Ancient Rome. In ancient Rome, the groom would present his bride with an iron ring, which is the origin of today's metal wedding bands. The durable metal symbolized strength and permanence. It's believed that the Romans were also the first to have their rings engraved. During the 16th and 17th centuries, gimel rings were popular. The ring is comprised of two interlocking parts. After their engagement, the future bride and groom each wore one part. During the wedding, the groom would place his ring on the bride's finger, reuniting the matched set. The Renaissance saw the introduction of the highly ornate sterling silver posy ring. Engagement rings and wedding band styles are constantly evolving, and colored gemstones are so in fashion these days. Gone are the days of boring, plain, traditional rings. It's the era of color. While choosing the right ring is important, the choice of wedding bands should essentially boil down to your budget.
You don't necessarily have to, you know, break the bank to get a ring. So for example, this is a sterling silver ring, and this costs about 18,000 naira. It's not very expensive. It's a beautiful ring. It doesn't fade. Sterling silver does oxidize, which means that when it's exposed to air, when you keep wearing it for a while, it tends to get black. However, that is why we have something called a silver polish cloth. A silver polish cloth. With this, you can polish your silver to take away any dark black stains and restore it back to its original silver state.
Today, some brides and grooms-to-be are opting for more affordable colored gemstones such as sapphires, garnets, and tourmalines. So, apart from getting the right ring, it's important to consider your spouse's personality.
Personality matters, you know. Some people are full, bubbly, they are extra. You know, something like this would denote that. This is a sterling silver bridal set, but with real sapphires. So the stones are actual sapphires. This, for example, goes for about 80,000 naira for the bridal set alone. When you're at the Owambe, they must, you know, and everything. Everybody has to see the rings on your finger. Like, they can't miss it. Head turner. This is the set for you.
Brides, it doesn't just end with having a beautiful wedding band on your finger. Maintenance is also key. Wondering how best to maintain that beautiful ring? Here are some tips.
There's this general conception that when your rings are gold or when it's original, you can do anything you want with it. That's not true. If you want your rings to last really long and you want to get good value for your money, do not bathe with your rings, please. Do not swim with your rings. Do not wash with your rings. When you want to go to bed, take them off. Put them in their ring box. You can wipe it down, put it in its ring box, and keep it until the next day. To clean your jewelry, you can use a silver polish cloth for that. It's a dry cloth. You can't use just any cloth because this is a special cloth. It's been infused with special chemicals that help you actually take off the dirt and whatnot on the rings. You can use toothpaste. Any kind of toothpaste works. Rub the toothpaste all around. Don't be afraid to get get it on the stones. It will wash off. It won't affect the stones. Rub it vigorously. Some people actually use a condemned toothbrush. They say it gets into the nooks and the crannies. It helps, trust me. And then it takes off all that oxidization, all the dark dirt, everything is gone, and your rings are silver again. When you finish, pat it dry, and you're good to go.
Now, the first half of the year 2019 is, gradually coming to an end, and we're going to be starting in July, but we intend to just be here as long as you let us into your homes, and thank you for doing that.
You do that every day, believe it or not, by tuning to TVC every weekday from 6 a.m. It means that a whole hour has already gone by on this show today, but you're in store for quite a bit.
Yeah, and of course, in the next 2 hours, we have a lot of things for you. That I'm sure that you're not going to want to miss. My name is Yomi Owokwe.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. Please remember, we're streaming live right now on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook Live at TVC Connect. We love those comments. Please show us that you love us on social media with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
Yes, indeed. Now, we also have our app that you can download on the Google Play Store and the Apple iStore as well. Now, that app enables us to enables you to watch us anywhere in the world.
Yes, indeed.
Very nice. You should check it out.
Now, we're going to have a special chef in the building today.
I already told Mary that she's going to be cooking. She thinks it's a joke.
No!
I'm not quite sure which of the traffic situations our chef is held up in, but the chef is definitely on the way. Even if we have to do the cooking in the third hour,
Mary, just
I am not the one cooking.
Fire up that oven. Let's check what's in the cupboard and put something together.
We could have grilled toast.
Yeah, let's make something happen.
Toast.
Yeah,
what does that even mean?
And you can get support from all of us. Everybody can pitch in.
Everybody except Mike.
Mike will bring eggs.
At the end of the day, I have nothing to show.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're asking for Mike's contribution,
and Yomi is gradually getting to that stage as well. So it's a thing of Mike and Yomi now.
Look, I'm sure if we check this building, we'll find eggs, we'll find butter, everything we need to just do something special.
Don't worry, we'll have breakfast today. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're expecting Chef Imo, Chef Oluchi Imo. She's going to be joining us very shortly.
Yes, sir.
And yeah.
She has a mission for us. Now, she is a baker extraordinaire. She's a sugar crafts artist.
She's amazing.
She's
amazing.
Really great.
Yeah, so looking forward to her showing up today.
Yes, so something sweet is coming your way.
All right, so what do we have over the next 2 hours for our people? Still to come, entertainment news is going to be coming from Mike. Looking forward to it.
Then for our DIY segment, we will be joined by iBot, who will be showing us how to give a facelift to those old shoes that are clogging up your wardrobe.
Parenting this morning will focus on how to raise kids with a healthy self-image. Now, Yetty Williams of Lagos Moms will be joining us for that.
Then, of course, YBNL rising star Fireboy DML will be joining us later on the show for a musical performance.
Fireboy is so groovy.
Yeah.
And he's going to be joining us today. And lastly, we have another guest joining us, Precious Amici, the second runner-up and winner, Miss Charming of the Miss Aviation Nigeria. There she is.
She does look charming.
Yes, she does.
It's charming.
She has the chance to charm us and all our viewers today.
You know that Fire Boys dance like this? It reminds me of an animation. I don't know if you guys have seen that animation. No, seriously, it's actually a song. I don't know who sang that song. Please, if you are the one, people are looking for you. I'm not kidding. I'd really like to have him on the show.
Is this something trending?
It's something that I'll send it to the group today, so maybe we can talk about it tomorrow. So apparently this guy was toasting the girl. I don't know whether it's toasting or in a relationship. It's an animation. Okay. So he's going like this, dancing, and then the girl is walking like this.
Oh, wow.
And then at some point, the girl now falls off a cliff. He jumps after her, saves her life. Then they keep, she stays with him for a bit, then continues again. He keeps going after her. And then he now falls into, you know, some kind of water, a ditch. And then she jumps in to save him.
Wow. Okay.
And then they continue again till there's a money bag in front. And then she goes to meet the money bag.
Anyway, we'll probably check out that video.
See, because the way she's going, maybe she's playing it in her head. And she says that we're like...
It's so funny. It's the way Fireboy dance that reminded me.
Something quite interesting. Yesterday, of course, the Egyptian, former Egyptian president passed on in court and...
In court.
Okay, he collapsed in court and was confirmed dead in the hospital. And it's been causing some sort of conspiracy theories are flying around and all of that.
It's very strange. I mean, Egypt is a...
Mohamed Morsi.
Yeah, Egypt is a strange case, you know, because he's supposed to be the first democratically elected president. Yes. He was ousted.
Within 2 years.
He's just been locked up since. They've complained about his health. So it's just not fair.
Just not fair.
Even if what he did was wrong and all of that, just because they complained about his health over a year ago, they talked about it, he was in solitary confinement. It was just a bit unfair on the guy.
So he didn't have access to his family. He wasn't allowed to, his family members weren't allowed to see him. He wasn't given adequate medical care. And according to what the reports that came out, he collapsed. Then when he was, you know, revived, he talked for about 25 minutes, then was really upset. Then afterwards,
so
he was taken to the hospital, and that was. And the next thing we heard, he was dead. So he died at exactly 6 p.m. yesterday. Really sad.
It's sad, you know. But it just goes to show that anybody's number could be up at any point in time. That's the truth.
You know.
So you know, a lot of people did fight for democracy. You know, and he no matter how people view him today, he was one of the people that fought for it.
First elected.
The first democratically elected president.
Even though the accusations against him
2011 to 2013.
There were many accusations.
Very damning accusations.
Wow.
Yeah, but very big ones. The way he was treated wasn't nice
it wasn't so good at all. Well, Yomi. Welcome to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. And with me today is Chef Oluchi.
Yay, thank you so much.
We will be having some creamy cheese goodness this morning. I really can't wait. Yeah, I couldn't help it. Well, it's great to have you back, though.
Thank you so much.
All right, so what are we having this morning?
So we're having cream cheese frosting as a filling for the cake we have for this morning.
Cream cheese frosting.
Yes.
I like the sound of that. Let's talk about the ingredients.
All right, so we have our cream cheese here. We have butter, and then we have icing sugar, all measured out. Okay. So we're just going to mix it, and we have our flavor to give it some nice taste.
Vanilla?
All right? Vanilla flavor.
Okay.
All right.
What is this?
This is already prepared buttercream.
Okay.
But this is buttercream as well. We're going to use for the filling. We'll just alternate, and so we'll have a variety of fillings in between.
Okay, so what is this? The
fondant. So we're using to make some sugarcraft carrots.
Sugarcraft carrots.
Carrots.
Nice.
Yes, I'll be making some carrots.
What about this?
This is also fondant as well. This is the shortening for greasing the work table, so that I'll be able to knead and
work with it.
Yeah, work with it.
Fantastic. So let's get started. What's the first thing?
All right. So the first thing is to put our cream cheese into the mixer.
Okay. Cream cheese going into the mixer.
So put it right into the mixer. Okay.
So don't panic. The cake is ready. We're just gonna be putting the frost on it. Nice.
It's really yummy.
So how much is this?
All right, so that's 300 grams of cream cheese.
Okay, so 300 grams of
cream cheese. Yes. Great. So we'll just beat it up a bit to loosen it, and then add the butter to it.
Okay.
Okay.
So how much ice and sugar is this?
You have 350 here as well.
350.
Yes.
Okay. So 350 of cream cheese, 350 of ice and sugar.
Yes.
How much is this?
This is not measured. This, it doesn't matter. But this, we have 250 of this. Yes.
Now 250 is made up of a slab and a half, right?
Yes,
Or
slab and a
butter.
half of butter.
Okay.
So we're going to add the butter right in now.
Okay.
Just add it in bits. An important thing to note is that it has to be at room temperature. All right, so you cannot work with it when it's still frozen, when it's still blocked.
Okay.
So you have to get it to room temperature so it's light.
So if it's frozen, maybe you might put it out for a few
Put it
minutes.
out for a few
Because you can't
before
heat it up.
use Yes. Or you can just pop it into your microwave for a few seconds and then bring it out.
Okay.
So it doesn't melt.
Okay.
So we're adding our butter right in.
Nice.
Yeah. It's really,
That
really
combination.
nice.
So the icing sugar goes in next.
Goes in next. And
Okay.
then the flavor. And
Okay.
that'll be all.
And that's all. That's all the
That's
mixing we're
all.
doing.
Pretty easy, simple, straightforward, and short.
So we're just making use of like 4 ingredients.
Yes, we are. Just 4 ingredients.
Oh,
Yes.
nice, nice, nice.
So I'll just cook this out and then add my icing sugar.
Yeah, 350 grams
350 grams of
icing sugar as
Yes.
well. So 350 icing sugar, 350 cheese, creamy cheese, and then 250 of butter. Okay. So those are the measurements you
Just
should
turn it up a
know.
bit so it will mix, and then we'll add the icing.
We'll probably have to
sugar.
do the turning up later.
Okay.
So let's still keep it low.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep
right.
it low. Yeah. So we put in the
So we'll put in the icing sugar
yeah
in bits,
a little at a
a
time.
little at a time,
Okay.
and allow it to mix.
Okay. Oh wow. Is there a particular reason for you to put it a little at a time? Why not just pour it in the way we did with the others?
No, so that it has to, it can mix well. It has to mix well. First of all, you have to sieve it to get rid of the lumps and whatever dirt might be.
Do you sieve after measuring or before measuring?
You sieve while you're measuring.
Okay.
So we sieve while we're measuring. As we're sieving, we're putting it directly on the weighing scale, so we're able to get the measurements at once.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So we add icing sugar in bits.
Okay.
Have more than one person.
Now the cream cheese filling can be used for so many things. Besides cake, it can be used for pastries as well.
It can be used for pastries. as well.
Yes.
It can be used for puddings as well.
For puddings?
Yes.
Oh wow. I haven't tried that before.
You have money now.
So if, for example, I had toast, can I put it as a filling for
You
toast?
can use it as filling for toast. You can.
So you can use it for just about anything. And
just
is
about
it something you can save in your, okay,
Yes, you can save it in the fridge. You can, if you have any leftovers, right?
Yes.
You can put it in the fridge.
For how long?
For as long as, just as, the important thing to note is that you have constant power supply.
Okay.
All right, but you just keep
So
it.
you can't melt, reuse. Bad idea.
No.
Okay, okay, okay. So you're saying you couldn't possibly use it for just about anything? What
Cakes,
except?
I know about cakes. Cakes, red velvet cakes and carrot cakes works well with these
So it doesn't
two.
go well with coconut cake? Have you tried it?
I've not tried it, but I bet it will taste really nice as well.
Okay, as long as it goes with chocolate, I'm good to go. I'm all right with that. So I know, of course, we'll have to increase this a bit.
Just a bit.
Okay.
Just a bit. Give it
All
10
right,
seconds and
so we'll probably start with our carrots here, right? And then show you how we're making the carrots, but that will probably be much later. In the meantime, however, this is the point where we have to take a break, but we will be back before you know it, of course. Stay with us as Wake Up Nigeria.
It's the best part of the show. You know why it's so? It's entertainment news, and I've got Dami in the house. How are you doing, Dami?
Very well, thank you.
You're welcome. It's always great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get straight to it. And this is a big shout out, kind of like a big shout out anyway to Aramide,
Yes.
who has been inducted into a Grammy board of
But yeah, the governing board.
The governing board. So what does this mean? Because she has been a voting member for a while.
She has been a voting
yeah.
member
So what does
for a
this mean?
while. Actually, this is huge
Okay.
for her. But what a lot of people don't know is that last year, Veda actually said that the governing body, they were under pressure for diversity. So they sent out 900 invites to music creatives to be a part of the governing body. Now, these 900 creatives, some of them were women of color. No, some of them were female or women or people of color or under the age of 39. So I think Aramide fell under one of the categories. Obviously, she's a music creative, and she has been a voting member for a long time, because the award they did, I think in 2017, a lot of people were complaining. You know, the 2017 award we hold in 2018.
True.
So a lot of people were complaining that there was lack of diversity. And then the Grammy governor then, or the Grammy head, was under fire, Neil Portman, for saying that female singers have to step up their game.
Okay.
You know, and these days, if you say something against the female,
they come after
you. So he had to resign and step down as being the leader. But yeah, very good one for her.
These are the results, and it's a good one. It's quite a big one.
And she's actually representing the Washington, D.C. chapter, which is
quite cool. Huge. So she's not like she's representing a Nigerian chapter there, or
no, not in Nigerian chapter.
Not in Nigerian chapter. So, but she's doing that as an American.
And it will also help her with collaborations, meeting new people, networking.
Her stock will rise.
And also putting Nigerian on the Nigerian music on the map, or the African music. Basically.
Great one, Aramide. Great one, big one. All right, moving on from Matt now. Some shenanigans were revealed. This is by a woman in Abuja. She called out some mavens, and these are deep shenanigans. This is stuff you don't want to get out in the open.
You do something like that and you post it on social media, it goes viral. At what end?
Okay, what's the story? What
the
story
basically was about her saying herself and her friend, she got a message from Rema's manager. The annoying thing is, she could actually say Rema's manager's name and not put Rema in the mix.
Yeah, true.
So she kept on saying Rema's manager, this. She got a message that they should hang out, and she told the manager that she was coming with 2 of her friends. They went there, they greeted them very well. Then her friend spent the night with the prince. Then one of our other friends spent the night with Rema's manager. Then when it was 4:30, she went to knock on the door, and she said, the story was just, in fact, at some point I felt bad that I read the story.
Okay, so the issue now, she said she was not paid,
yeah,
or what?
She said she was not playing that because they're celebrity status, and they think they can come at her, and they think that she will let it go. She's not going to. Apparently, she didn't have anything to do with them. It was her friends. She was one that hooked her friends up with.
Oh, and they didn't pay the friend.
Yeah, they didn't pay her friends. So she said she left early. Then her friends started calling her that they were stranded.
Whoa.
Blah blah blah. That the prince just left the hotel room. Girl, get a grip.
So that's so. What Dami did is just summarize all what you just saw there now. So. Has there been any resultant effect of what she has said? Have they responded?
They haven't said anything.
Have they said anything?
They're not going to say anything. This is not the first time something like this is happening.
It's happening,
I don't think, in fact, for them answering, it's going to bring like more PR damage for them. I think the best solution for them is just to keep quiet about it and not say anything about it.
Yeah.
If they have to say anything, probably settle her.
Settle her, yeah.
It's just funny, really. I just feel it's not something you come out on social media and.
I know. There's a time Fowles
then
spoke
she now
about.
said she's not a prostitute. That we are not prostitutes.
There's a time Fowles spoke about transactional sex, and he said, he spoke about. But I feel like if you agreed to a transaction, pay up. That's just me. That's just me. Okay, moving on from that to the interesting one over the weekend, which was broadcast yesterday, MTV Movie Awards. Yeah, the very big one. The very big one.
Very big one.
And let's take a look at probably some of the nominees for best movies. Okay, now this was, of course, Zachary Levi was the host at that award. You can see Tessa Thompson there. But then let's take a look at the nominees for best movie. Let's take a look at that video.
Movies with snaps and snips. We got you at the MTV Movie and TV Awards, bringing together Best Movie nominees, Avengers Endgame, and Black Klansman, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and Us.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
Who will win the Golden Buttery Prize?
Don't miss the MTV Movie and TV Awards, hosted by Zachary Levi. Premieres Tuesday, 18th June at 8:50 p.m. and an encore at 10:50.
Okay, so who won the award?
Avengers Endgame, obviously. But in real sense, there were good movies there. There was Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse. It was actually a very good movie. Then To All the Boys I Ever Loved was also a very good
Black
movie.
Klansman.
Us was also on the list. And really, I don't want to sound...
Why are you beefing Us?
I tried watching the movie, and the first 3 scenes, I just went off. We were trying so hard to make it a scary movie.
Okay.
You know, and when I saw it, I just I didn't watch it. Then when I saw it on this list again, I just went, okay, maybe I should watch it.
Okay, when you did, what was your impression of Us?
Us. I didn't see it. It was after I saw it was nominated. I'm just like, okay, maybe I'll go back
and look at it.
Watch
so Avengers Endgame was, is that win deserved? In your own?
It was deserved.
It was deserved. Okay, but then some other awards of the night, of course, Game of Thrones,
best show.
No, nothing should come close. Like all the shows.
I watched Riverdale, and I felt good that Riverdale was also on the list.
On the list.
Yeah,
okay.
Riverdale is actually a very good series too, so you should watch it. And also The big win for me was Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, going home with New Generation Award. And he actually gave a very nice speech about getting into Hollywood and how they told him to stop exercising, to stop doing this, stop doing that. Then he gave a very important quote that it is nice to be important and it's also important to be nice. That was like my take home for me. Then of course, Jada Pinkett Smith won Trailblazer Award.
Exactly.
Then, obviously. Now, Avengers Game, they won big. Best hero was Robert Downey Jr. Then best villain was Thanos. I'm like, how did they do an award for best villain?
Yeah, they do. I mean, there are times, remember King Zezix at 300 has also picked that award. There's some iconic villains.
I know.
And they do pick some awards. I mean, there are
it's
some...
all good that the best hero and the best villain came from the same movie.
It had to be.
Good.
Okay, all right. And then moving on from that, this is just by the side, quite interesting, but a stunt man who wanted to do a very interesting stunt got missing after that daring stunt. What's up? Yeah, that's the stunt there. That's him. He has done the stunt more than once, but at this particular time, he tried this stunt and he got missing.
Like, in Yoruba, they'll say, Olowo Foraku. Like,
yeah, explain.
In real sense, yeah, like a wealthy man uses money to buy death. You know, you're too rich, you don't know what to buy again. So this one, he has too much magic, he doesn't know what to do, or too much stunt, he doesn't know what to do again. Like,
and then he puts himself at risk.
He puts himself at risk.
But I mean, that's what people pay to watch. People pay to see you in death-defying or in death situations or in dangerous situations. That is the concept of magic. That's what it's all about.
And before he did this, he said if he comes back, it's magic. Then if he doesn't come back, it is tragic.
Oh, Baba was even rhyming, sir.
One less person in the population. Wow. But I pray they find him, really. I'm not trying to be wicked, but I pray they find him.
Are we laughing? No, we shouldn't be. Okay, moving on from that, Naira Marley is out of prison and he's reminiscing about his time in prison.
Now,
he's talking about what prison has taught him all this while.
After spending over like a month in prison, at first he came out and he started saying a whole lot of Yahoo boys, they owe him. And everybody was like, oh, God, keep quiet, are you okay?
Exactly.
Then I think the next day or about the same day, he posted that, okay, going to prison has actually changed him. That he met some guys that spent 9 years in prison without even going to court at all. Then another guy spent 2 years in prison because the girl he loves, the mother, one rich woman, put him in prison. That he has a whole lot to do.
Okay, let me just, that story interests me. A guy that was toasting a babe and probably was warned not to toast the babe. And then he still went for that. Love now put him in prison. And
for 2 years.
Mama will now go and marry that guy. Come on, man.
And you know, when it was online, everybody said, hey, now you're talking. Now we want to listen to you. Now we want to be a part of whatever it is you want to do.
Exactly.
So I feel, and some people were like, hey, everything happened for a reason. The fact that you've gone to prison, that's changed your mentality. Keep talking. We'll listen. We want to be a part of whatever it is you want to do.
I think about, as much as our prison system needs a very, very major reform, as many other things in the country. But if this brings out a better him, then I think although the trial, of course, hasn't ended, he still has to go. He has not been freed of all the charges.
We can take a cue from Mick Mills. After he came back from prison, he had a whole lot of things, a whole lot of prison reform here and there. They're trying to, because he has seen a whole lot.
Help the system
trying to help the system.
Putting his own into the system.
So,
okay, but then the whole point about Yahoo boys having to thank him, Baba would have put himself into.
They will come and arrest him again.
They still will. Okay, thank you very much, Tammy. It was good having you.
Me.
All right. Yep. That's all we can take on entertainment news. We'll take a break. Don't go nowhere. There's still much more to come on the show.
You're welcome again to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. And yes, today's breakfast is coming along quite nicely, don't you worry. Chef Oluchi is about to do some creative work. Who says bakers aren't artists?
We are.
Yeah, there should be an award for that already. Okay, so what are you about to do?
So I have my paste ready. I'm about to make a carrot, but out of sugar. Okay. So this is for the carrot. This is paste tinted in orange. Okay. And this is a green, leaf green.
Yeah. So this is supposed to be for, like, there's the carrot and then of course.
The carrot, and then the stalk.
The stalk. Okay.
So I'm just going to take a little piece. They're just very small baby carrots, if you call them. So
these ones are going to be very tiny, like miniature ones.
Yes, miniature ones. So I'm going to grease my work table so that it doesn't stick. It's easy for me to work with. All right. So it's important you have a very good recipe for the paste you're working with.
How did you come up with this?
Okay, this is a mix of ice and sugar, what we call CMC gelatin, glucose. Yes, we also have glucose in it. All right. So I'm going to just mold it into a ball. And then thin it at the base. Put it in between my fingers and thin it at the base. So you just have a real carrot look. So that's it.
So we have our carrots ready.
We have our carrots ready, almost ready.
So you
anyway.
have to do the
Okay, so I'm just going to make the lines, the marks on the body with this is an offset spatula. Okay, used for decorating. But just to give it that realistic look. All right. I'll just make the carrot. And then with the ball tool, I'll make a little hole in the middle where the stalk will go into.
Okay, so let's make the stalk now. Let me put this here so it can be clearer.
Okay.
See, our carrots.
So I'm going to make a smaller ball.
Okay.
Still grease my work surface and roll it out like so. Just going to roll it out.
Okay.
And then I'll cut it up.
How many carrots are we making this morning?
Say like three, four.
I'm definitely making one of those.
Okay, so I'm just going to cut it up.
Oh, I see what you're making there. I see.
I'll cut it up. And then I like to do this. I would then roll it. Okay. Cut off the end a bit.
Okay. And it's good to go into
it's good
the
to
hole.
go. Just stick it in with some water.
Okay.
And then it's good to go. You spread your stalk like so. And then we're good to go.
See, we made a carrot.
That's a carrot.
We are supposed to farm them though.
So that's how you just
So
make
now
them.
let's start our filling. Now
Okay.
we have red velvet. Tell us about the cake.
So we have carrot cake.
That's why we have the carrot decor.
Yes, and then we have the red velvet.
Okay.
And we're going to do the filling now with the cream cheese we made earlier.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to do it here. I'll use this.
Okay.
I'll use this.
So you've already done the cutting to make sure everything
yes,
is
we've done the trimming
smooth,
already,
the
so it's
trimming,
flat and smooth.
Yeah.
So I'll start with this since we have two carrots. I'll start with this one first.
Let's
okay,
do this.
start with this one first. Okay, so I'll scoop some on here.
Okay. That's
I
a
bet
lot
you
of
this will
creamy
taste
goodness.
really nice.
Are you telling me?
So you spread it. Spread it like so.
Okay. Now this is mainly for making sure the cake stays together, right?
Yeah, and then to have a bit of a nice,
creamy taste
good
in your mouth
exactly.
when you take a
so
bite.
you take it, and it's a whole, experience, a really nice experience.
What an experience!
So, so we'll have the red velvet next on it.
Red velvet is B. Anytime, any day.
Anytime, any day. Anytime, any day.
Nothing like red velvet.
I think we'll just use the Nutella buttercream.
Okay.
Let's see, for the middle. Let's just have that in the middle.
Okay. But nuts and red velvet? I don't know.
You'll have a taste and you'll be able to tell.
Okay.
So just have that in the middle.
Aren't you spreading it out? Doesn't matter.
I want to do the cream around it. So just have it in the middle.
Okay.
Okay.
So if someone gets a slice of this cake and the slice ends here, you won't taste the Nutella?
You will.
Okay, fair.
You will.
Let's go. It was just as an aside.
So I'm just going to put it around. To make it easier, you can use your piping bag for this.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just going to have the cream cheese around it.
Oh,
With
nice.
filling, you can be very, very creative and have lots of yummy goodness in between your cakes. Okay. So I'm just going to even that out.
Yeah. The last.
Okay. Spread it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Like so.
Oh, nice. Then we have.
And then we'll have the other carrot cake.
Yeah.
I like to turn it
upside down. Yeah. That's you.
So that's it. So that's it. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so for me, I would like to just do a light frosting on the body.
Okay.
I like
okay.
to go with a light frosting on the
Okay.
body without
So let's
cream
see you
cheese.
do that.
I wanted to use that, but I just changed my mind.
Oh, why
I hope
did you
that's
change
fine.
your mind?
So you would have a lot of, you would have, it's, don't when you get to
Okay,
taste it,
okay,
when you
okay.
get to taste it, you understand.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do a light frosting with the cream cheese filling.
Okay.
Okay. I have my hot table somewhere. So.
Nice.
Nice.
So this is going to be like a very light decor.
Very light decor.
Okay. Okay.
I think I should just get my, let me get my turntable to make it easier.
Easier for you.
Yes.
Okay. Great. So let me just put it on top for you.
Yes, so
Yeah,
that's fine.
So you just
Thank
turn
you.
it.
So I'll just turn it and work around.
There you go.
Thank you.
Seems like we'll do a bit of filling here.
Yes, we will.
Okay. Nice.
So just go around with the filling. Keep filling.
Ah, just look at it on your screen right now. Looks gorgeous.
It looks
yes.
good, right?
So that's like the secrets of what's going to be in this cake. We have carrots, red velvet carrots, and we can't wait to bite into it. This is coming along nicely. Now, carrot cake is always delicious.
It is.
And people have different ways of making their carrot cakes. Now, do you like grate your carrots into it, or how do you usually do your carrot
Yeah, we grate
cake?
our carrots.
You grate your carrots.
grate
so
it
there's,
using a grater.
there's that carrot chunk in it.
Yes, there's carrot chunks in it.
Okay, okay.
We also use almonds as well. So you have a bit of chewing.
Okay, okay. So what we have here is grated carrots and almonds in it as well.
The almonds in it as well, yes.
Okay, okay. And of course, good old red velvet.
Yeah.
I know a few people who barely go a month without a slice of red velvet.
Wow.
Oh, nice, nice. I like the fact that the red velvet is mixing with the cream.
Okay.
Adding to the decoration. So on average, this takes us about 30 minutes?
30 minutes is fine.
30 minutes
30
is fine
minutes
to
is
put it
fine.
together. Okay, okay. Now, definitely at the end of the show, just before we cut our slices, you see what the cake will look like. That's the end game, more like.
Yes.
And I'm sure you're going to like it as much as we'll enjoy eating it. Because it does look like this is going to be yummy. All that creamy goodness.
It is. So we'll have a bit more filling on top.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So let's get to the, are you still going to use the piping bags?
No, I will just stick with this, I think.
All through?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
I'll stick with this. Let me just wipe my hands and then I'll get back to that.
Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can play along
Okay.
with it. Is this too smooth? You
No,
make
it's
it
fine.
look so easy. I'm scared of scraping off the cake.
Oh, it's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Okay. So I have this. I think I'll let you just go
All
on
right.
now that you finished
All right,
wiping
thank
your
you very
hands.
much. So I'm just going to put some more so that it's easy
It's
to...
easy. Okay. Okay.
Put some more and then spread it out.
Yeah.
So...
This is the best thing to have with breakfast, really. With a cup of
With
coffee.
a cup of coffee.
It's a wonder for me that you don't weigh twice as much as you currently do. Yes,
So-
but with a cup of coffee or a cup of chocolate, hot chocolates. I'm not giving much to hot chocolates. I'm more of the tea type. I'm not really into coffee.
Okay.
I read too much about coffee. It frightened me off. That's the problem with reading too much, really. Okay, so we'll continue with our creation here. Yeah, we definitely have something fantastic to show you at the end of the show. However, while we do our stuff here, we have something else for you, a DIY, and that's coming up right now. What's up, Yomi?
Thank you, guys. I'm loving that cake that I'm seeing there. Now, iBot of iBot Life in Colors is a self-taught artist, believe it or not, and also into hand-painted denim styling with the whole concept of promoting wearable art. Now, he's going to be doing something very special for us this morning. he's about to turn these pairs of shoes. You know how you buy a pair of shoes and you love them, and then you overuse them, and after a while they get really old? Yeah, that's what we have here, especially trainers. So, but he's going to show us, you know, what to do when your shoes get old. You wash them and then they stop looking new. You're going to be doing something for us today. So, Ibot, talk to us. What's going to happen here?
Well, it's just more like color magic.
Color magic. Okay,
yeah.
So okay, so these are the trainers.
Yes, sir.
And so tell us how. So basically, we're transforming them. They're getting old, and we want to transform them into something that we can still use, more colorful,
and different,
and just fresh, just different. Okay, so talk to us. So where do we start?
So I think the first thing is using your tape.
Okay.
Your paper tape to like cover the necessary parts.
Yeah. So which you've done already.
Which you've done already, and like removing the lace, the shoelace,
so that you can you can paint freely.
You can paint freely. Then
now anybody can do this. You're saying, or you have to learn how to do it. Well, this is something that you should be able to do at home, right?
Yeah, something you should be able to do at home.
Okay, so cool, cool. All right, so what's the next step after you've put the tape around the
probably just clean the shoe.
Okay.
When you're done cleaning the shoe, like make it like have like no dirty surface and all.
Okay, okay.
Then the next thing is start playing around with colors.
So basically, you just play around with colors depending on what you like.
Depending on what you like, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so where do we start?
With the blue. Just putting like different colors.
Viewers can see that. Okay, so we'll mix different colors together.
Yeah, mixing different colors together.
Okay, so that's white.
This is white. This is blue, yellow.
So put a bit of yellow there.
Yeah. Green.
So essentially, you can just do whatever you like.
Whatever you like.
1 color, 2 colors, 5 colors. Yeah. Just put them all together.
Just put them all together.
And then you can also paint patterns if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can paint patterns. I'm actually going to like leave a little bit of space with a paper tape on the shoe, so I can be able to like put patterns.
Okay. Okay. I see what you mean.
I'm just going to leave like a very clear white space.
All right, so that when you pull it out, it then gives you another design. All right, so let's start quickly now.
All right, so
we don't have that much time. So we're starting with the white and
yellow.
Okay. So what kind of paint is this? And
acrylic.
So acrylic paint, and it doesn't come off?
At all.
Okay.
Yeah, I've applied blue on it.
So that's turning into green, obviously, because, you know, 2 primary colors. Okay, so a bit of green as well.
Yeah, and red.
So basically, this is just like something that almost anyone can do.
Yeah, as far as you have like the right colors.
Right colors, and you can just paint any design.
You can paint any design.
Just play around.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone's watching now and they're saying to themselves, oh, okay, those shoes that were beginning to look a bit funny, it's time to go bring them out, clean them up and do this. So if you have something at home already that you want to start playing around with, okay, but you probably have to get acrylic paint to do that. So what's that? This is silver?
Yeah, silver.
Okay.
Right color.
So I'm actually surprised that this will then stay permanently on the shoe. Okay, and so apart from this this general sort of abstract design, you can also paint like patterns, like maybe design specific things, maybe stars, stripes,
different kind of
circles,
doodles,
and different things like that. But this one we have to do it pretty fast because we don't have that much time, which is why we just want to do something very quickly there. Okay, so we're coming to the front now, where just turn. Okay, so what do we then do with this surface? Same thing.
Same thing.
Okay.
As long as if you don't want anything to touch the surface.
Well, it's already paint is already touching.
Yeah,
so we might as well just
like if you just want to like.
Very nice. Okay, then. So I'm also wondering. So by the time you do everything, then you then pull out the tape.
Yeah.
And so it keeps the soles clear.
Yes, sir.
And then also this other part as well. So we have to round off now, and let's just see the finished product. How long does it take to dry?
Let's say, like, if you want to use a dryer,
yeah,
which I don't have here already, if you want to use a dryer, you can use a
All
dryer.
right, so this is the finished product, and we're going to still show it to you later on when it's a bit drier than this. But thank you. Well done. Got me new pairs of shoes. We'll be back after this. Welcome back. Now the show is still Wake Up Nigeria, and we welcome the latecomers, the late wakers, to the final stretch of the show.
Indeed. Now, it might be the last stretch, but it's not the least, because we still have quite a bit of things that we know you're going to enjoy. My name is Titilaya Onyison.
And my name is Yomi Okwe. Another way to watch us is to stream with us live. tvcontinental.tv is the website. And on Facebook as well, at TVC Connect. So send in your comments using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter.
Now, the TVC app has been made available just for you to download on the Android and iOS stores. This app allows you to watch us anywhere in the world, and there's so much to see, so you better start downloading.
All right, so check it out. Yetty Williams of Lagos Moms will be joining us this morning to talk about parenting and about how to raise a child with healthy self-image. Very important.
Yes, indeed. Very, very important. Then we will be joined by the second runner-up and winner, Miss Charming, at the Miss Aviation Nigeria pageant 2018, Precious Amechi. Woohoo! Yes, the cake is
amazing.
See cake now.
Chef Oluchi is a performer.
Yes, so.
This is my birthday.
No, this one is for somebody that doesn't want to celebrate.
No, she had cake yesterday. She did not give me cake. Is it Gaddafi?
Really?
Is it Gaddafi?
So Halima had cake yesterday and I didn't get any.
Skills.
Everybody had cake.
Calm down. Chef Oluchi, this month is my birthday. Just let Chef Oluchi. If I'm disturbing Chef Oluchi.
Chef Oluchi is aware.
Mike, we still have 11 days to your birthday. 11 long days.
So,
but you know, I actually didn't take note that because I know for a while we've not baked.
Yeah.
So I actually take the but.
You know, when you call yourself "I bake cakes" on Instagram,
on Instagram,
that's very simple. That's what she does.
She's
so
amazing. Anyway, Mike, you know, you and Olamide, like, I don't understand whether the French.
Let's talk about that.
Whether France paid you.
I'm not saying anything. You and Mary, let's get your.
Whether France paid you to say that whatever happened last night was.
They might have paid Olamide, that guy.
Oh, you were in support of Olamide?
No, I wasn't in support like that. Maybe I was expecting that the payment can reach me after he gets from
French francs are not worth much in Nigeria. I'm just saying.
Just because they beat us, eh? So what do you guys really think about it?
No, but seriously, I was flabbergasted. First, yes, I agree that the penalty to an extent was correct.
Yeah.
But there was a penalty, and then the VAR showed that the ball was kicked before our goalie moved. The proof was clear there.
It was clear.
It was clear. The ball was kicked before she moved. But guess what? She moved just so they can have another chance at a penalty.
Exactly.
And as far as I'm concerned, that more or less destabilized that chick.
And then that
was what made them even score.
It just looked like they were really pushing for France.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it felt like. And that also put a lot of pressure on the Nigerian our girls, because I mean our girls did their best. They held on to their own.
Going down to 10 even.
Going, you know, down to 10 men. You needed VAR to even give the penalty in the first place. Yeah. And after the penalty, I mean, it just looked like they were really pushing for France. It was a lot of pressure.
France won Nigeria 0 is a big deal. I mean, we lost 8-0 to them last year.
Yeah.
This is about the only team that has beat the US twice in the last 3 years. they're about the
They're
team
really
that
good,
can
yeah.
compete against the US, and we went up against them. I think we'll still qualify. We will qualify. But then that will mean that we're going up against a very strong team. We're going up, probably we might go up against the US because we're meeting that group, the US or Germany. So it depends on where, because we're the third best losers. If we do qualify, which I think we would, you know. So, but it gives me hope. But I don't know if our keeper, the injury to Aziz Atoshola, who is about our best player, even if for some parts of the game she wasn't really up, but generally the girls did well. But I must say it was a penalty, but the contention about kicking the ball at that particular point, someone said, look, if it was a bigger country, they wouldn't have allowed it.
It wouldn't even be possible.
Maybe.
It's possible. It's possible.
Maybe,
I mean,
yes.
Imagine if it was the other way around. If it was Nigeria that had a penalty.
That had a penalty, exactly.
They would. It wouldn't. It's not likely.
It's not.
That would take it the second time.
It's not likely that Nigeria would have taken it the second time. It's not. I don't feel that way because it's Africa.
Well, we know that this particular matter is up for debate online. Please send us your tweets.
Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria. Let us know what you think.
I really want to know what you think.
I've never been this passionate
I'm really
about.
so upset. Exactly.
About a match.
At some point, I almost entered the screen. Like, what is going on?
All right, calm down.
Anyway.
Welcome back. Wake Up Nigeria continues now. Precious Amechi emerged second runner-up and winner, Miss Charming, at the 2018 Miss Aviation Nigeria. Now, she's a graduate of Hudegbe, did I get that right?
Yes.
Hudegbe North American University, and she's also an insurance broker. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, so we've had quite a few beauty queens come on the show, and I've always wondered about what it is to be a beauty queen in like 2018, 2019, how it's the modern beauty queen. What's the modern beauty queen's focus?
Well, the modern beauty queen is a woman of confidence.
Okay.
Yes. To be a modern beauty queen, you have to be able to express yourself in every way possible. You have to be able to carry yourself with utmost confidence. So for me, that's a true definition of a modern beauty queen.
What's your wake-up regimen like? So a lot of young ladies out there are trying to emulate beauty queens. What is it like when you wake up in the morning? What's the first thing you do?
First thing I do is to pray, because I'm a Christian.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the first thing I do. No matter how dizzy or sleepy I feel, I pray first of all. Then my phone.
Okay, you look at your phone?
Yes.
Okay, a modern beauty queen wakes up, prays, then looks at her phone.
Yes, I look at my phone because there are lots of notifications you get on your phone, because sometimes you get buzzers as to you have to be here at so time and so time. So the second thing I do is my phone.
Okay, all right.
Look out for updates, and then perhaps eat.
Okay, I actually assumed that there would be some kind of beauty regimen.
All right, beauty regimen.
That a young lady watching could copy.
Okay. For me, I do that before I go to bed.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yes.
let's backtrack
So
then.
in the morning, I don't really have to do much.
Okay, so what do you do before you go to bed?
Before I go to bed, I wash my face.
Okay.
I cleanse.
Okay.
And then I apply coconut oil or olive oil. Yes, because most times when I wash my face, I do feel dry. So the coconut oil or the olive oil just helps to, make things smoother. I feel more comfortable sleeping that way.
Okay. So I know that there's a lot of pressure, especially on, I'll say the modern beauty queen, to sort of brighten or lighten skin, do enhancements and things like that. Have you ever felt like you needed that?
Well, no.
No? Are you
No,
sure?
very certain.
But people have offered you before?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And of a truth, the thought comes to mind, but I always shift it away, because what's the essence of beauty? Being true to yourself.
Okay.
And beauty is defined in different ways to different people. It's not just, it shouldn't be measured just by your standard. You can be fair and beautiful.
Okay.
You can be dark-skinned and beautiful. I mean, God himself is beauty. So everything that he has created is beautiful. So just be yourself, be confident in your own skin. That's my advice to every young lady out there. Be confident in your own skin.
Oh, That's beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Now, I know that most beauty queens, the year after, they have some pet projects that they're working on.
Yes.
Have you started working on yours?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
So mine focuses on the education sector, where we reach out to pupils or basically students at secondary school. Yeah. Then we speak to them about their career goals, just give them a path, guide them on their prospective career goals, and then we also get to share materials, writing materials to them, like pens, books, just to encourage them to want to soar and reach for higher heights.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Providing stationery to students is a wonderful idea. But you did talk about career goals.
Yeah.
So what are your career goals now? You're Miss Charming, and you know you've been given a platform. So what's next for you?
I really do appreciate the platform being given to me, because through this I've been able to delve into the world of presenting. Okay. And it's been really enlightening. I've been able to learn. Yes, I've been able to push myself out there, because Mr. and Miss Aviation anchors the show. The title of the show is Already by Mammon. Okay. Yes, so I anchor the show. So I see that as a platform for me to soar higher, to even learn on the job when I become like more of a professional presenter. It's a field I'm really looking forward to gaining greater heights.
Okay, so it's a unique pageant. It's Miss Aviation. So I would, have thought that it had something to do with the aviation industry.
It does.
And how are you connected to it right now?
All right. For every aspiring contestant and the winners as well, we are given the opportunity to take a course or training in any aviation school, in any aspect of aviation. Wow. For me now, I was given the opportunity to take the course in the cabin crew. Okay. Yes, for free.
Oh, wow.
Even it applies to the Queen as well.
So you can apply for cabin crew attendants. You can actually apply to be a pilot if you want.
Because we are opportunity to go through a free training.
Wow.
That's one of the benefits.
Wow.
Of it. That's one of the benefits. So we're currently on.
I wouldn't mind.
We're currently undergoing training, so we're not there yet. We're currently undergoing training. So in future, I hope to.
All right.
So apply as a cabin crew.
In aviation, beautiful. I always thought I was going to do that. I even applied for one a few years ago for a particular very, very, very amazing airline. Wow. Because, with the hope that I'll be able to travel the world. So which country would you like to go to and why?
Let's see.
Which country?
Dubai.
Really?
Yes.
You've not been yet?
I've never been to Dubai.
Oh.
I see pictures, posts about people's experience in Dubai, and it's just a beautiful scenery for me. I mean, how they went from almost nothing to where they are now,
beautiful.
It's like a mini paradise.
And we have a special surprise for you. We have a free ticket. Okay, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
Okay, but it's not impossible. There's probably someone listening right now that can make that happen. Yeah. But we have to wrap this up now. I have to say a big thank you to you for coming to share your experiences.
Thank you so much.
And talking to us about your beauty regimen. Good luck with cabin crew training.
Thank you.
And maybe I'll be seeing you on the flight sometime soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, then we have music coming up next. Adekunle Emmanuel is a gospel singer and is about to give us a live performance.
You're welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and it's time for a conversation on parenting. Now, Yetty Williams is the founder of Lagos Moms, which is a resource center for mothers, parents, and caregivers for raising children in the 21st century. She is also a certified life coach and a neuro-linguistic programming practitioner. And today, she'll be giving tips on how to raise children with a healthy self-image. Great to have you join us today.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Me here.
Now, when we talk about self-image, what do you make of that, self-image in children?
So self-image is really how you see yourself. You know, so there's self-esteem, there's all those things, but self-image is how you see yourself. And that is a mix of so many things, you know. So when I say self-image in children, then they're being raised, they're growing, there's the influence, there's external, there's internal, there's media, there's culture. So they're trying to make sense of who they are, what they look like, what they should look like. So who's feeding all of that? The truth is that nowadays, because of the media and the access to so many different schools of thought, children are making their own modification of what it means to have a healthy self-image. So that's what it means to me, is that how is a child seeing themselves? And what parameters are they using to measure how they see themselves?
Now, we'll take it first from the angle of the parents. As a parent, how can you help your child love the image even better?
Yes. So especially in today's day and age, you know, where, I mean, one of the big things I talk about all the time is the influence of digital media. So we can't ignore it. Parents have to understand that there's a good to it, but there's also a very serious downside to it. So how do you balance the two? So how can parents help? First of all, is being intentional, is knowing that, okay, these things are out there. Some parents don't even know about how obvious it is out there that people are doing this different body enhancements. They are sharing it online, and kids are starting to see that as a way of life. So it's back to, if a parent doesn't know what's going on in the culture, what's trending today, it's very difficult to have those relevant conversations. So parents have to connect to what's happening today. And I keep saying a 5-minute Google every day will give you a sense of what's happening in the world, so you know the kind of conversations to have. So on this self-image one, once again, if a parent knows that people are talking about different body enhancements as if there's nothing wrong with it, as if it's normal. However, there's so many downsides that people are not talking about as much. So you have to have that conversation. I was shocked the other day when I was somewhere and a lady mentioned that, oh yeah, she's decided after she has 2 children, she's going to get a body enhancement. And then she mentioned all the body parts she would fix, you know, butt lift. And I was expecting some older people in the room to say, why would you want that? They said, well, you know, there's really nothing wrong with enhancing your body if you want to. And I just thought, where is this coming from? So after that, I started having more and more conversations. I was surprised to find out that my 11-year-old actually knew the name of the body enhancement. She was like
shocked that a 6-year-old actually
knows. That's what I'm saying. So it's back to when I just asked her casually. She was like, oh yeah, she mentioned the name. Remember, I've always said as a parent, you can't show your shock. So even if you're shocked inside, you just
hold
kind
it
of
and then go and scream somewhere.
Exactly. So I was like, really? So what do you make of that self-image? So we talked about it. She was like, I don't know why anybody should need to do that. So that's parenting moment right there. Yeah. Right? And then what else can parents do? Affirm them. You're beautiful as you are. You're unique.
Say it often.
Say it regularly, every day. You are beautiful. This is sometimes I wake up in the morning just singing to them. Oh, you know, you're for signs and wonders. You know, we make it fun, but the way they will smile and wake up is a very different approach to your day. Then get up, jog. Can't you see we're late? So, you know, all those little things play a big part.
And then, talking about the parent side, I think it's also important for you to talk about the fact that parents also need to say things that would not negatively influence their children. I'll cite the example of Michael Jackson, for example. He said at some points that one of the reasons he decided to fix his nose was because his father always teased him about having a flat nose for years. So from that angle,
yes, I mean, our words are so powerful.
Yes,
the words as parents. Yes, the words that parents speak become the inner voice of the children as they get older. And your subconscious is so powerful. It stores so many things. So how you are reacting many times, it's not even you sitting here. If I pinch you now, your first reaction is coming from maybe somebody pinched you before and how you reacted to that so many years ago. So imagine every day a child is hearing those kind of things. It's going to affect him somehow. We see in Michael Jackson's example, as you said, it affected him long term. That was a brilliant talent. The other day I sat with my children and we're watching one YouTube video that showed him through the years and how his face was changing. And you know, they were like, but why did he do all of that? Once again, conversation. You see what they think. Don't shut your children down. Understand what they are thinking, and then you can help to modify it to be a healthy version of whatever they are saying.
Fantastic. You know, this is a conversation I feel we need to just go on and on and on about. But, of course, the show has to go on. Thank you so much for being here, Yetty Williams.
Thanks so much.
Always a great time with you. Okay, so we have something fantastic happening now. We'll be heading to the kitchen, me, you both, while Fireboy has something for us right now.
Oh, lovely song there, man. That's
Thank you so much.
Fireboy DML, ladies and gentlemen. DML means Damola. I just asked him.
Yeah.
So he just confirmed. I was wondering. I thought it meant something else. So how's it been? That's a really, really lovely song.
Thank you so much.
If I Say.
What If I Say?
What If I Say? So tell us about that song and why it looks like a very deep. It's coming from a.
Yeah, it's just a normal Afro contemporary, R&B song.
Yeah.
Mid-tempo, feel good song.
I like the way your videos are. Even with the I'm Jealous song, you have this very Lagos feel to your videos. Is that something that you do on purpose?
Yeah. It's part of my brand. There's this young, vibrant.
Yeah,
so,
I like it. And very groovy as well.
Exactly.
I like it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I was gonna comment on your dance steps in the last video, the Jealous video. What was it?
Yeah, the movement.
I'm like, what?
That was just something that popped in my head. I told the director, I have to dance, so I want to do it. He said,
yeah, like
so they let you.
It kind of reminded me like a Fela-esque kind of thing.
Yeah, because of the bounce of the song.
Yeah,
So I just had to.
Beautiful, nice work, nice work.
Very nice, very nice. What If I Say? So obviously, I mean, you're getting some feedback from the song. Tell us how that has been.
Actually, the night the song dropped, it dropped 12 a.m. on Friday, and on Twitter, for the first time in my life, I actually trended. Wow. It was amazing. The response was like so fast.
Yeah.
Normally, it takes like 2-3 days for a song to sink in and for people to, but
it was almost immediate. That's because
of jealous. They were expecting something. So I think I did good.
That's the jealous guy there.
Yeah. The tune for Jealous is very catchy, and I'm sure this is already catching your attention. You're welcome to the kitchen, Fireboy.
Thank you.
Today, Chef Oluchi made this cake.
Right here.
She'll tell you about it, and then of course you get a slice. Chef Oluchi, over to you.
All right, so we have a carrot cake. Carrot and red and mix actually. Yeah. All right, lightly decorated. We call it the semi-naked cake. Yeah. All right, so that's it. All right. That's all for the cake.
I've noted that there's cream
just a
cheese
minute
on it.
Oh, yeah. Cream cheese first.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so here we go.
All right.
Nice.
I wanted to just give him the whole cake.
Okay, so this cake actually... making the H, but it's celebration of
the colors.
Happy birthday, Alima. We love you.
That looks great. Great.
There you go. So have a taste.
It's like you've already planned the slices.
Yeah, already planned slices.
Yes, the slices are planned. And talking about slices, there's something here. So here's the shoe we made earlier. I'm taking off the tape now.
Okay, so shoes and cake.
Can we move the cake?
Yeah, please move it as far as possible.
Please.
So this is what you get if you decide to recreate your shoe as we were shown today. Okay. See this?
Okay, so
this is acrylic paint. Oh, can you see it? Can you see it now? Can you see it?
Wow.
Gosh. See? Can you see that?
It's still drying up.
Yeah, it's still drying up.
It's like a graffiti shoe.
Let's just say I'm going to be giving some people tribal marks today, but it's all right.
All right, so we're done with the show. Big thank you to our friends over at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
Yeah, and of course to all our guests. We appreciate every single one of them for coming through.
Have you tried the cake?
Yeah, I just did.
What do you make of it?
It has this distinctive taste because I feel like I'm tasting something like maybe like some nuts.
The carrots.
Oh, carrot cake.
And nuts as well. I think there are nuts in some of the fillings.
So good.
Very nice.
I'm glad you can taste it. There's also cream cheese in there.
Oh.
I love cream cheese.
Oh my God.
Makes me want to dance.
We have to round up the show now. We'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, for another edition of Wake Up Nigeria.
Are you getting jealous? Sorry, I had to.
Yeah, we need to go out with that song. It's a beautiful song. I like it.
I concur.
Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.